Shut up. Pardon me. Oh dear. Right. Options, please. Audio volume, entrance music, menu music, off, sound effects fine, voice, in fact sound effects can be let's just crack on. Ooh. So hi guys, I'm Mute the Weirdo. This is WWE Universe Mode, the fallout from Money in the Bank, I do believe. Let me just double check that. Oh, I can't. But yeah, we are at the beginning of the month. Obviously, my universe championships. But it's not that I need, it's stats, isn't it? Don't really get it. News. Sami Zayn is Mr. Money in the Bank. And we're here with, we need to make a change to this match. I don't really want Brock Lesnar in the opening match. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to championships. I'm going to go to Universal Championship. And I'm going to look outside the top 10. Because could maybe have Roman Reigns. I don't know. But right, so who could we have? Who could we have? Let's check a bit further down. Right, I'm gonna go pick two. I'm gonna pick two random numbers now. The first number is 69. Obviously, you can see I don't know who is at number 69, and the next one is 44. If both of them are, if they're part of a tag team, I'm gonna re-roll. If I'm gonna actually pick, so 69 and 44. That's where I'm gonna go. So we're gonna see 44 first, obviously. 44 and 69. If not, I'm saying I'm gonna go with 50 and 100. Okay. So the first reserve is 50, then the second reserve, if they're both naff, is 100. So we go with 44. Jushin Thunder Liger. Okay. He's been on the show recently. Too bad. Think we might go with that. And then we got 69. I didn't. Ooh. Apparently we don't have a 69. We don't go that far up. So I will have to go to this and go 44. Sheamus. Can't pick Sheamus. 50. Bo Dallas. Okay, Bo Dallas could have him lose. We'll see who the other one is. If the other one's okay, I might re-roll Bo Dallas just to make sure that that's the best we could have got. So we've only got even less here. So I'm gonna go to the power rankings because definitely have enough there. So we've got 44. Ironically, it's Brock Lesnar, so we can't pick Brock Lesnar. 50 is Becky Lynch, who's SmackDown. 69 is Adam Cole, who's on NXT, and 100 is Zack Sabre Jr., who's also on NXT. We're not having much luck here. So basically, how far do we go up? Not looking. Oh, it's just fucking spinning round, right. So we've got 200, I reckon. We got more. Right, so we've got 207. Right, so 111 and 104 are my next options. Let's see if they are Raw people. 104 is Kerry Von Erich, tag team, not a go. And 111 is Big E, SmackDown, not a go. I'm not liking this. Right, you see, if we had the option in the Superstar selection screen to select only Raw, only SmackDown, only NXT Superstars, it'd be solved. But we can't have that because they're idiots and they don't work with making the best game. They work with making an improvement or a different game. Right, so Lex Luger's quite close to what I wanted. He's only one out, so that's Lex Luger, 112, and 104, 103, Jake the Snake Roberts. So Jake the Snake Roberts against Lex Luger will be our opening match for Raw. Edit this. Participants. Now the idea of Kang vs Brock Lesnar in the future is good, but not right now. So Superstars, Lex Luger or Jake the Snake Roberts. Jake the Snake Roberts is fine. I'm going to go with 96 because it's more recent. Oh. Okay. So as always, we're going to simulate the week and then see where we're at. Lex Luger and Jake the Snake Roberts. Now the reason I'm letting it be Legends on Raw is because I'm seeing it as the dream wrestling game for most people. I think is to have all of wrestling open to them. That's why Universe Mode is so appealing, is to have all wrestlers from all promotions in the same roster, so you can mix and match and play dream matches to your heart's content. Personally, having Legends around and be able to have matches like Razor Ramon versus Apollo Crews is pretty damn good. I'm leaving Razor Ramon versus Apollo Crews because I'm hoping somebody's going to interfere and try and cost Razor the match. Bray Wyatt versus The Miz. Okay, right. So we're good to go there now. And as I said, we're simulating Raw. If anybody watching this on replay or watching this when they tune in live wants to suggest that I have some form of I pick a match from the show and play it, I'll see if we can do that. I need to work out how the system works, if I can play that match and then go back and simulate the rest of the show. I might pick a match from every card to play. Just out of curiosity, if anybody was wondering, the match I'd probably play from this card would be The Miz versus Bray Wyatt. Personally, if people are hankering for me to play the triple threat match, for instance, we might be able to do that. But unfortunately, this time nobody's around, and I haven't seen any comments, so I'm going to simulate this show. Let's get started. So Jake the Snake Roberts comes back with a big win. The two legends going at it. Lex Luger was not able to contain the Snake. And we move on to Razor Ramon successfully, not defending his title, but fending off Apollo Crews probably means Apollo Crews is getting no chance at the title just yet. Bray Wyatt beat The Miz, which is what I would have been hoping for, even though I do like The Miz as well. Braun Strowman calling out Samoa Joe. These two just won't give up their rivalry. They're just continuing on forever. Samoa Joe is the new number one contender, and I do not understand how Samoa Joe is the number one contender but still in a rivalry. I think that needs tweaking if they do want to improve the universe mode. If somebody becomes the number one contender, the rivalry should end. That should be happening at the end, unless he still gets the title shot before and Braun Strowman automatically comes out and interferes. Whether he interferes and Samoa Joe doesn't win or not is debatable, but Neville called out Bam Bam Bigelow after beating him at Money in the Bank. Sasha Banks beating Nia Jax. These two have been going on for ages now. As much as I do appreciate the rivalries are that long, I think in a wrestling game where you're playing it yourself, it's a little bit harder to keep yourself interested in playing the same matches over and over. If people love playing as the same characters, then yeah, I can totally understand that works. Just turning off my Wii U gamepad. And British Bulldog, Cactus Jack could not beat Triple H. Triple H, the game on top again. Let's have a look at if that's done anything as far as the game goes in the title rankings. Bray Wyatt's on the move. Sheamus. Triple H just came over with Apollo Crews, which is a bit weird. Christian. Okay. So there was no tag team action, but there was 2 promos. Bit of a strange one. So, obviously, we move on to the next show at SmackDown. Now, the Money in the Bank was won by Sami Zayn, which puts him indirectly as the number 1 contender for Shinsuke Nakamura's title. Now, obviously, John Cena is currently at the top there. That's not really what we want. Baron Corbin's been on a roll. He's got a recent win in the last month or so over The Undertaker, who made a surprise appearance to face Baron Corbin. Corbin beat him, and Eddie Guerrero, Jinder Mahal, and Sami Zayn are in there as well. AJ Styles obviously on the rise with Kevin Owens. Dolph Ziggler, Rusev, Big Boss Man surprisingly high. We're going to look at the United States title picture. We got Sami Zayn, who is right up there above Kevin Owens, surprisingly, and Mr. Perfect still hanging in there at the top. I think I might tweak the title rankings for this, but let's have a look at what SmackDown has in store for us tonight. Jinder Mahal, Shinsuke Nakamura, again, big issue with the rivalries lasting so long. Personally, I think if you were only playing a particular rivalry in that universe mode, it would make sense. You just play the rivalry matches and simulate the rest. It's not that easy to do this, and if you're seeing this all the time, then I suppose it can get quite frustrating. Quite a lot of promos going on, women's matches and tag matches. Now, I'm not really certain I want the Usos fighting straight after the pay-per-view. I'm not really sure. But what I might do is edit the show. And that looks like a rivalry match. And that's got to stay then. So what we'll do is we'll edit that match. But we're not going to do it yet because we want to have a look at the championships. Yes, why am I doing this? Right, so I'm going to pick, because obviously outside the top 5 I don't know who's there yet, or I might have an idea but I don't really know. I'm going to go with 16 and 32 if we've got 32. The Undertaker, no, we can't have the Undertaker. 22 and 32 or 33 if that's better. So 22, Jimmy Uso, oh great, so let's just go with 20, Luke Harper. I can't have Luke. Papa Shango. So Luke Harper against Papa Shango. What? Is that the only match we need to change? Yeah. Oops. Now, before I actually obviously go ahead with this card, I just want to have a look at the rivalries, because we've got 3 potential rivalries there. I'm not sure if we can have 4. Looks like there's space for 4. Obviously, Eddie Guerrero, Corbin, yeah, a tag team rivalry, and basically rivals for all the titles. The main titles, no rivalry for the women's title, and right. So, as I said, in future, I am open. Obviously, originally when I started the series, I was playing every match, and it felt like it was a very long process. And somebody suggested that I simulate, so I compromised and said I'll play the pay-per-views, because I don't see the point in you playing a wrestling game if you're not going to play the matches. But I can see how it can drag on if you're not, doing if you're doing the whole card every time. So SmackDown, we've got a great tag team rivalry brewing in the opening match. Let's get started. So Earthquake and Typhoon beat the Usos. It's been ages since I've seen the Usos probably the last time they lost was when I competed against them with whatever team I picked or whatever team I fought with. Papa Shango beats Luke Shango. Voodoo is king in that match. Tamina beating Naomi, which is a bit of a shocker. Kevin Owens calling out AJ Styles. Kevin Owens getting the best of him in the promo, which is getting Nakamura picking up the win over Jinder Mahal, and Charlotte coming out and answering Natalia's call out. So yeah, that was SmackDown. Nothing much exciting going on. So we got NXT. Now, just as we're on the NXT roster, and NXT had a cracking weekend this weekend. Adam Cole and Aleister Black with a brilliant match, and the best result did actually happen. Obviously, I said if Aleister Black wins, Andrade Cien Almas will win, and if Johnny Gargano wins, Adam Cole will win. I was right. I might not have been right for the right reasons, but Adam Cole didn't win. Aleister Black did, and then Johnny Gargano didn't win. Andrade Cien Almas won. I wasn't really bothered who won in either of those matches because I'm not a fan of Adam Cole, but I do appreciate the thing that he's doing with the Undisputed Era, and I think as much as I don't like them as a faction, I can appreciate what it's trying to emulate. You know, sort of like evolution, sort of like, you know, a new faction, a dominant faction. I'm loving the fact that Sanity came back. Once again, just quickly, sorry about not mentioning it before, but if I do talk about wrestling in these videos, it might be spoilery, so heads up on that. Obviously, I should have said that first, but hey, I forgot what you're going to do. So yeah, NXT had a cracking pay-per-view. Didn't like the women's match. I found it difficult to watch, and I think Ember Moon is a massive star, and they're ruining, or they're not really, they're trying to make Shayna Baszler out to be the big badass that she could inevitably be, but they're trying to do it straight away, and it's not going to work in my opinion, because it just pisses people off and they don't want to see her in ring. It could force people to stop watching like anybody who's competing with her, because it's horrible to watch. But maybe I'm taking it too seriously. I don't know. But anyway, NXT. Cassius only a rush just will not stop. Again, I think this is a rivalry thing. Just the time constraint for me is just far too long for a rivalry. Pete Dunne against Alexander Wolf again. Oh dear me, I must be tired. Oh, right. I don't really like how Sanity are competing in singles matches. I might change that match up. We've got Elias against the Velveteen Dream. How's it going, Loop? How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. I don't exactly know why you would watch a WWE 2K18 video if you think people who play consoles are peasants. And for your information, I have a cracking gaming PC, so I don't really fit into that category. Whoops. You'll prejudge, motherfucker. Anyway. So, as we go on, we've got a tag team match. We've got Asuka and Ember Moon against Mia Yim and Xia Li. Not a bad pair in there on the right. I think could be a very good tag team. And then Bobby Roode is ending the show, main event, with Adam Cole. So, let me see where Adam Cole is on the rankings for the title. He's not even in the top 5. Tommaso Ciampa, he's not even in the top 10. He's just outside the top 10. So he could actually, I'm wondering if that's a code thing, because like 1-1. You know. Anyway, so Will Ospreay, the UK champion. I think what we need is either Oni Lorcan, Wolf. I reckon we should have Wolfgang against Pete Dunne. But I'm going to change it for a tag team match. I'm going to have TM61. But wait a minute, guys. I've just forgotten something. I just realised I have new stuff. I have new teams to enter into the NXT universe. Can I not? Right. I'm going to call them the syndicate because I can't really be bothered matching it up. Right. So we've got Angelo Dawkins and M for Montez Ford. Cheer. So this is a little bit different. In the middle of NXT, I'm going to do a little bit of pissing about with entrances. Apologies if that's not. I don't really like doing it, but we'll jump in and we'll do a little bit of tweaking, get the right entrance music for them. Really wish you could do that without loading screens, but hey, what are you gonna do? Just gonna have a little bit of a look at my emails. I'm guessing there is literally nothing happening. Still loading. Bit frustrating. But yeah, guys, if you're watching this on replay and you like my WWE content, because I've got a sneaky suspicion, judging on the stats and judging on the comments I've received from friends, that my WWE content was originally like the best, some of the best stuff on my channel. I'm not like totally set on it. I just like streaming it. It gets my enthusiasm going a bit more than a lot of other games. There are other games that I... Oh, great, yeah, I've changed the... So yeah, I can't hear the music because I've turned it right down because I don't want to hear the music. And the reason I don't want to hear the music is because obviously I'm not going to do the music. So what I'll do is I'll do that offline, and I will obviously it's not relevant anyway. I won't do the moves because it doesn't really matter what they're doing because I skip the entrances anyway. But just to make sure we've got the Street Profits in there. Now, have I got any more superstars that I downloaded? I'm not sure. Mm, no. Right. So, as I said, we were gonna edit this match, just the participants. I'm not a fan of Alexander Wolf, and as such, I am gonna put. Oh, that's another thing I need to do. Yeah, I need to sort that out. Aiden Wolf needs a bit of a tweak. Pardon me. As I say, Wolfgang, I like this attire best. And quite a bit of dust. But yeah, so we'll get this NXT rolling. So here's our card: Cassidy Sonnen, Leo Rush, Wolfgang Pete Dunne, Velveteen Dream Elias, Ember Moon, Asuka against Mia Yim and Xia Li. I'm guessing that could be a bit weird. And then Bobby Roode versus Adam Cole in the main event. As I said, simulating for the time being until we get to the pay-per-view. If anybody has any suggestions, they want me to play one match out of each card, just play a particular card each week, or just basically carry on the way I am, whichever, please do let us know in the comments. And here we go. So, Leo Rush picking up the victory. Pete Dunne picking up the victory, looking to cement his place as the number one contender. Obviously, he's owed a rematch against Will Ospreay, but who knows? Velveteen Dream picking up the win against Elias. Mia Yim and Xia Li capitalizing on the rivalry going between Asuka and Ember Moon. And Bobby Roode dominating in NXT, picking up another win, this time against Adam Cole. I think the fact that it says details and then all you see is who won and who lost is only suitable really for triple threat or fatal 4-way or something like that. But if it said by pinfall or by submission or by count out, whatever the result, that'd be a little bit better. So yeah, so we've got some good results there. We can look at the UK title, see that Pete Dunne is indeed the number one contender now, and Leo Rush is advancing. We've got, I must admit, eventually I am gonna eliminate Sawyer Fulton from those rankings. And the Freebird tag rule needs to come into play, I believe. I think that would be a cool feature to add, because then it'd give people who are in the tag team the chance to be in the tag team, but it also, yeah. Anyway, so where's Alexander Wolf? Because I don't really want him either in the. Yeah, you see, he's all right. He's a tag champ. Oh, maybe the Freebird rule is there, but you can only have 3 in that rule. I don't really think Eric Young should be going for the. I think he should only be going for the world title. There we go. It's a shame we can't have 3 or 4 titles. That would be much better. Anyway, so we'll move on and we'll see what Raw has in store for the next week. We might simulate the next week because I've only done like just over half an hour. Might actually tweak the statistics of Aiden Wolf as well while we're here. So yeah, so we've got a triple threat match between Bray Wyatt. Randy Savage is returning to the ring to in-ring action against Bray Wyatt and Miz. That is an epic starter. Cactus Jack and British Bulldog fighting it out to who should have won the triple threat match besides Triple H. Nia Jax and Sasha Banks going at it again. Bam and Bigelow's got a big match against Kane. God knows where Neville's at, but no doubt he'll make an appearance. Titus O'Neil going up against Samoa Joe. Dare say Big Braun Strowman might show his face. And the Intercontinental Champion Razor Ramon, it's the bad guy against the guy, or should I say who? And then Brock Lesnar in the main event against Goldberg. I'm gonna leave that exactly as it is. I quite like that, but I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go into my universe. I'm gonna go to Superstars. I'm gonna find Aiden Wolf. I'm gonna edit his attributes. I'm gonna bring his arm power down to maybe 85. His leg power maybe down to 85. I'm going to bring his grappling offense down to 86. I'm going to bring his running offense down to 80. I'm going to bring his aerial range down to 77. Environmental offense 90. Foreign object offense 82. Reversals 90. Strength 84. Momentum 80. Strike speed 85. Grappling speed 80. Chain wrestling 80. Chain wrestling speed 80. Boom. Where are we at? What's his attributes? 99. That's not fucking good enough. Gonna have to change it a bit more. I think stamina is fine. I'll leave that. Pin escape, I'm reckoning 88 is a good sort of number. I'm reckoning environmental offense can come down to 85. I'm gonna drop he doesn't look like a submission guy. He's still at 80. Right. He doesn't look like a guy that has that. Don't really know if he would steal people's moves. So I'm going to delete that for now. skills. He doesn't look like the kind of guy who would do the skull crushing big boot. He doesn't look like someone who'd do the catching finisher either. Right. I think I'd have to take out Ruthless Aggression on the fact there is a face and not a heel. And I think we're good. Right, so now that he's not a heel. His face. I'm gonna bring them down. He's still got a ridiculously high overdose rating. He's still got the ability to be a now I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna edit his moves. As I said, one of my I don't know whether it's even a follower, someone who was watching decided they wanted their character downloaded. I'm not usually a fan of doing that because I don't know that character. I quite like this character. I think he looks quite cool. I put him in, but once the story was 100, I instantly put me off. So he's not really featured yet. So I've now tweaked his settings. He's a little bit less powerful. I just don't think it's feasible to have someone in any form as 100. And there might be somebody in there that I've missed off. If you do see it, please do let me know, because I don't really like the idea of having 100 guys. But what I want to do is find the special move finisher. Right, so let's find something a bit more suitable. Butterfly backbreaker maybe. See if quite like that. I'm not really a massive fan of the crossface. I'm going to change that. submission. Maybe an arms thing. What can we do? We need to move over here a bit. Bridging Fujiwara Ambra, I think. Oh, no. Right, so we've got that. I think he's not really going to be in any... No. He's not really going to be in any tag matches as of yet. So we've had a bit of a tweaker, play around with him. Make him a little bit more accessible for my universe mode, because I don't really like people who are going to dominate. It just isn't what I'm after. I've got enough superstars that I'll probably end up doing that without my needing to control them. So let's not have custom superstars doing that. I want to be able to need to see a balance there. Right, so here we go. He's in there. He's got the ability. Again, let's have a look at where what it shows. His overness as 97 now. AJ Styles is 100. Again, that's AJ Styles in the game as 100. See if there is anybody else while we're here. Braun Strowman at 98. Okay. Kevin Owens. Mr. Money in the Bank. Samoa Joe is at 100 at the minute. Right. So there we go. We've sorted that out. Look, things have changed now. I haven't really changed anything to do with Raw, and Hurricane now has an opportunity against Cactus Jack. Rez Ramon's calling someone out. Sasha Banks and Nia Jax, the Revival getting their shot at the tag champs. Bam Bam Bigelow's going up against the Big Show instead. Brock Lesnar's Kurt Angle, not the main event, but it's pretty close. And I'm still happy with what we've got there. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate this. As I said, that's what we're doing at the minute. Make your predictions now as to what happens. And we will see in a second. Boom! The Hurricane destroying Cactus Jack. What on earth is going on? Oh, what's up with that? And Reza Ramon called out, got answered by Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt knows of his rescue from the deep, dark depression, and so on. Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, and the Revival picking up a win. Well, that's a turn up for the Bucks. We got Bam Bam Bigelow picking up the win against a Big Show. Brock Lesnar beating General Manager Kurt Angle, and Samoa Joe beating Bret Hart. I think we are heading for the title match between Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar. Finally. And we skip on and see what's going on SmackDown Live. The power rankings as they stand: Samoa Joe rocking it and #1 with Styles right behind him, the United States Champion, dominant as ever. Braun Strowman's still up there, Kevin Owens is rising, and Bam Bam Bigelow is now at #5. Asuka, Earthquake and Typhoon sandwiching Velveteen Dream just outside the top 10. Jinder Mahal up there. Natalia. Where's Shinsuke Nakamura? I'm sure he's higher. Yeah, he is. And Natalia there. Bray Wyatt. What we got? I don't see why Kevin Owens should be there on the left, on the far left, and Typhoon should be next to Earthquake. I think that would make more sense. But hey. What on earth is going on? I think that's just a glitch. That's weird. Then we got tag team battle, and we've got a 8-man battle royal over the top rope. Could this be to determine the #1 contender for Shinsuke Nakamura's title, or could it be to determine the #1 contender for the United States title? I don't know. Let me have a look. Could be. Could be either. Kevin Owens against Tatanka and Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, these are the sorts of situations where I may play the matches as well. I think if I was going to play any match on this card, it would be the Battle Royal. As it happens, I'm not going to play it. We're coming up to the hour mark, which is where I usually, round about then, is where I like to leave the session. But obviously I've still got one show to do, so let's simulate this and see what happens. We've got the Usos victorious, obviously in singles action, not tag team action. Natalia holding her own against Naomi. You got the New Day managing to beat Hype Brothers. And John Cena comes out on top in the Over the Top Battle Royal. No surprise, although Baron Corbin, Eddie Guerrero, and possibly even Mr. Perfect could have easily come out on top in that, judging on how things have been going lately on the show. Kevin Owens obviously going to pick up the win against the Tanker, and Jinder Mahal surprises the world by finally getting a win over Shinsuke Nakamura. So, as I say, going to wrap it up with NXT here. We've got... Oops, wrong one. This is the rivalry situation as it stands. We've got Cassius Ohno, Leo Rush, Ember Moon and Asuka, and then Velveteen Dream and Elias. We've got Bobby Roode and Adam Cole looking to face off. We've got Danny Burch and Roderick Strong looking to face off. Wolfgang Pete Dunne looking to face off. Let's see what William Regal has put on display. Do I need to make any changes to his scheduled NXT show for you tonight? Yes, I do, because Alexander Wolf is again in action. I'm not really a fan of Alexander Wolf. Do you not get it? No Way Jose, Xia Li, Bobby Roode, Austin Aries, Will Ospreay as Velveteen Dream. I'm really liking some of these matches, but you just need to learn that I don't want Sanity guys unless they're in tag team action. In fact, let's do that. I'm going to edit and we're going to have a 6-man tag match. As I said, tag teams, we've got Sanity, and I don't care, I'm putting Sawyer Fulton back in here because that might help keep him away. From these silly matches. And I think we're going to have Killian Dane, Alexander Wolf and Eric Young. Again, a team that we haven't seen in a while. I think we should throw in... in fact, I don't think it's going to be that team, actually. I'm going to go with the UK faction that I haven't created yet. And see how well see if they can come out with the win. So, edit show. Alexander Wolf. Customize the match. Because we don't really have 6-man tag team action that often. So let's see. Sawyer Fulton, no. I want... So we got... Killian Dane, Eric Young, and Alexander Wolf. Then on this side, I'm going to have... Tyler Bate. Might be a little bit high on that one, but at least he's not 99 or 100. Custom Superstars. and they're going to team up with Wolfgang. So there we go. That is our 6-man tag match. I would say, if those of you follow me on Facebook at Always Mute the Weirdo, do check by there and see what I'm doing, what I'm up to. Obviously I post if there's going to be a stream. It's either, usually I might feel like I'm doing something, I'll think, I'll just let people on Facebook know, and then obviously I share it on Twitter at DJ Pixie with a PIXC at the end there. And yeah, obviously we'll get this cracking. I think everything else is in order. Quite surprised about that match. Let's see what happens though. So, as to finish off, NXT, Leo Rush dominant. Tyler Bate picking up the win. That is to be expected, considering he's the highest ranked superstar in that 6-man tag match. Velveteen Dream beating Will Ospreay, and Bobby Roode obviously winning, but Xia Li winning is the shocker. Does that have an effect on the... Yeah, Leo Rush is the #1 contender now. Tyler Bate and Wolfgang both skyrocketed up there. That's what we wanted. I've been trying to get more of the UK talent to the top 5 in this thing. Got here with Tammy. Nothing really going on there. I might even have to tweak. But this is looking good, looking good. I didn't have a look at the tag team. Right. Because I think Tyler Bate's quite high up now. Hey, Hatem Obaza. Hope I said that right. I don't really speak anything other than English. Do know a little bit of German, but I wouldn't really expect people to be able to chat to me in German on chat. So apologies, I don't really know what you're saying. Be nice if we had an automatic translator. But hey, so this is what's going on. As I said, thank you for watching. I've been Always Mute the Weirdo. This has been NXT and SmackDown and Raw, in fact, on WWE 2K18 Universe Mode, and we are officially heading towards Battleground, following the fallout from Money in the Bank. Sami Zayn is your Mr. Money in the Bank, and if we head, as I said, towards the next show, we will see what is in store on Raw for the next episode. Let's crack on. Obviously, if you're wondering, on Always Mute the Weirdo at Facebook, on YouTube at Noroch Music, that's NOROCH Music, and then also on Twitch at Always Mute the Weirdo, although I don't often stream on Twitch, and if I do, you're better off following on me on there, and if you get an email, that's when I'm streaming, because I've put like a schedule of when I'm likely to stream to give people an idea of when to keep looking out for that email, but I'm not very frequent with it. So let's see what's about to happen on Raw before I head off and leave you to your day. Nice opener. Sasha Banks and Nia Jax. Akira Tozawa wants a piece of Cactus Jack. Neville and Bam Bigelow are going to rekindle their rivalry. Braun Strowman has got a match against Yushin Thunder Liger, who did beat Roman Reigns recently. And Razor Ramon is going to talk the talk. Meanwhile, the club are going to get a shot at the tag champs. And Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor in our main event. I can't see anything that I want to change in that. Let's have a look at the title rankings. Samoa Joe's still holding strong. It's actually looking more reasonable now. I said obviously the Rock's in there because he was supposed to be fighting Lesnar for the title, but we didn't have enough matches. That's still looking pretty much the same. Still the same. Obviously, Gallows and Anderson looking to get that rolling. I think the club will be created as well as a faction in the near future. I'm not doing it yet because I want Brock Lesnar to have had a defense of the title at a pay-per-view. Hopefully it will happen at the next one. So, thanks for watching. If you want to see more, please do leave us a comment. If you want to see something different, let us know. Let us know what it is. As I said, at the minute, primarily WWE and Don't Starve on the channel, occasionally throwing in the odd random game. It's something new if I picked it up. I will say one thing that will definitely be coming to the channel this year is either Project Hospital or 2 Point Hospital. If you love Female Hospital as I did as a kid, definitely check those games out, see what you think, and keep it locked here to see it when I bring that to the channel. I might invest in a capture card this year, as there is something on Facebook, Always Mute the Weirdo, if you wish to donate to the cause of me getting a capture card and or pushing more content out. As I said, I work full time. It is very rare that I will be streaming at this time during the day on this channel. It is more likely you will see me in between the hours of 6 and 9 p.m. GMT, or on a weekend in between 6 p.m. and 12 p.m. and also then Saturday and Sunday. It varies, but Saturday more likely see me during the day, depending on what's happening, what I'm doing, if I need to do stuff, etc. But hopefully you enjoyed it. Please do drop us a like, and if not, well, feel free to drop us a comment telling me I'm shit. And I will catch you next episode. Have fun, guys. See you in a bit.